So digitalization and indeed the enabling of electrification, so pushing and accelerating the journey towards net zero, comes with a whole series of challenges, not least, dare I say it, of connecting the various stakeholders within the ability to meet those challenges.
Yes, and also being able to share openly information that's relevant to them without obviously giving away the crown jewels. But how do you do that then in a way that also meets future requirements? Because often when we talk about going to net zero, we're talking about the infrastructure that we have today with a mix of power generation, or if we're looking at the gas networks, obviously the LNG and the rest. So it's always from a perspective of what we have today.
Yeah.
But then there are all the mixed fuel strategies. There's also the new fuel concepts coming through. There's also the new carbon capture techniques that are going to be coming up. All the technology that we don't currently have, that we will have, that will be part of this. So again, when we look at the journey to net zero, it's about interaction with the ecosystem. It's about engaging with our competitors, if you will, and actually making sure that we are all in line with the information that's required in order to bring those systems on board. I think that's going to be quite a challenge.
I think meeting that challenge from a connectivity perspective, a data perspective, needs to be viewed by the network firms in particular, in a similar way to storm season, where their troops on the ground, as it were, support each other incredibly well, often shifting quite some distance to make sure that as a community of communities, the power is kept on or brought back on as quickly as possible.
Yes,
I see it being in the same manner in connectivity and data.
But it is exactly the same. But it's on a much bigger scale.
Yeah,
and it's also on a future scale as well. So we're looking at the problem as a current problem. But if you look in the storm damage, is a really good analogy for the type of work that we need to or foundation we need to put in place.